Hello, online crew. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing awesome in your part of the world, whatever part of the world that is. So today we're going to talk about how do you recruit the ideal person into your business? How do you attract those people to you? So it's a discussion worth having. It's very important for a reason that I'll get into during the video today. But welcome, welcome. This is my first video of the week. I have just come off the back of 3 all-nighters, attending training starting at 1:30 in the morning and finishing about 9:30 the following morning, sleeping during the day, getting it up and doing it all over again. So I'm a bit upside down at the moment, but I've got up at normal time this morning, went down to my gym and it worked out and trying to get back into a normal routine. So I feel okay at the moment, but it does sort of, I guess, just upset the body clock for a couple of days. But what I was attending, just to fill you in, I was actually more of a student this time with this training, and it was higher level entrepreneurship, business ownership training in relation to, things like, people we work with, who we bring into our circle, who we do business with, things like productivity and leadership and processes, systems, automation, money management, profitability, like all those areas that when you start to really run a business that become really important. So, a bit higher level. And one of the discussions that we got into is sort of the people that we associate with and bring into our business and things like that. So I just want to explore that a little bit with you guys today. This is my first video of the week. I've missed you guys because I didn't go live on my last video last week. So it's good to be back. And, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. So this video of the week is something meant to be more thought-provoking for you, something, to make you be a better version of yourself, personal growth, that kind of stuff, because it really is the most important part of the equation with running a successful business, particularly, online as well, because we rely on social media and we rely on the fact that there's millions of people on social media and we just put stuff out there and hope somebody will be interested, but there's much more to it than that here on social media. So if we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. This is just all a little bit of fun here because we have the most amazing online crew community here. Entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, those in direct selling, network marketing, and we're learning to leverage social media with modern online strategies to build our businesses. So there is massive opportunity. There's never been a greater opportunity for you guys to build a business online than right now. People are looking for opportunities. They're looking to diversify their income. They're looking for more security because they may not have it at the moment in the big wide world of what's going on, around the world. So it's just a perfect time to build a business online, but you can do it the right way or you can do it the wrong way. So we try to run through a lot of strategies to help you maximize the different social media platforms and get you exposure, build influence so people reach out to you, which is called attraction marketing, rather than you chasing people. It's not what I like to do. It's not what I like to teach. I like to teach you guys how to attract people to you. So it leads into the discussion today regarding, how do you attract the right people to you in your business? So while I'm just catching up with a couple of other things in a minute, I want you guys to put in the chat, if you're here with me live, even you guys watching the replay, later on, describe your ideal person that you would want in your business. What kind of traits would that person have? I'll catch up with your comments in a minute. What kind of qualities would they have? What kind of traits would you want them to have? Like if you really think of the most perfect person to bring into your business and work with you, what kind of qualities and characteristics would that person have? Put them in the chat. And I'll catch up with them in a minute. So a couple of reminders before we say hello to a few people. Those of you in the 17th round of my branding course, Building Your Brand, on Facebook, we are having our first live Zoom call in just less than an hour. So I'll see you guys. Really look forward to get stuck into your branding in just less than an hour. Those of you that need help with your Facebook advertising, you want more strategies to ensure, well, we can never ensure you're not going to get shut down, but just help protect you not get shut down. Learn a bit more about the ins and outs of Facebook advertising, and it will be helpful for those of you that have been shut down or are navigating, problems with account shutdowns and stuff like that. This boot camp will be helpful to you. But starting tomorrow for the next 3 days, for an hour or so each day, I'm doing the Facebook advertising essentials, things you need to know and you need to get up to speed with, and updates, things that have been updated in Facebook advertising world, things to help you navigate staying out of trouble, things that you should be doing. And if you do get into trouble, how do you navigate that? Like all the updated information relating to that. So that boot camp starts tomorrow. The information is up above in the link. So if you would like to join us, you just need to be a member of our coaching community. It is dirt cheap for the information that you'll get, and you get access to every single other boot camp I've ever done once you join our community. So you're just mad not to take that opportunity. But that's up there. And just one last update. Those of you that had joined it's still open, the next 21-day online crew video challenge that starts on the 19th of this month. There was a problem with the tracker and nobody could put their name on it. Nobody told me for about a week. So the tracker has been replaced. You can put your name on the tracker. So those of you that want to participate in the 21-day online crew video challenge starting on August 19th, you can go to my website, which is helenmartinonline.com. There'll be a graphic there regarding the video challenge, or the next branding course, or my coaching community to get into the Facebook bootcamp. It's all on my website there. Okay, so some updates for you. So very quickly, sorry, Harley just distracted me. He's just staring at me over there. Very quick hellos before we get into the content. Hello, Gloria. How are you? Good to see you on. We've got Susan. How are you feeling? Are you catching up here? I'm actually surprisingly feeling quite good, Susan. I got a good night's sleep last night. Very broken sleep over the weekend. I was in bed a lot, but I didn't sleep a lot. So I've got to say that third night, going through the night, I was struggling. I started to feel sick in the tummy. I just wanted to sleep, but I hung in there. It's not easy going through the night when you're not used to that. Credit to those of you that do nursing, emergency services and all of that are used to that, kind of lifestyle. I'm certainly not used to doing all-nighters. I did struggle, I will admit. Just things like you're eating at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't exercise for 3 days, and I've exercised every day for the last, I don't know how many weeks. I still stayed off coffee though. Haven't had coffee yet. I'm just, every now and again, I like to go off coffee completely. I'll get back on it at some stage, but didn't have any coffee. Maybe that was a difference. I don't know. But I'm feeling quite good considering. And I've got a massive week ahead of me. So there's no excuses. You just pick yourself up and you move on, don't you? You just get on with it. I hope you got a wee bit of rest. So I did get a good night's sleep last night. So that's the main thing. Hi, Marcella. Good to see you. Anne. Hello, Olive. Lovely to see you here. Hello, Rick. All you troublemakers. As if there's any troublemakers here, Rick. Hello, Christina. Christine, sorry, good to see you here. Hi, Bridget. I'm tired just hearing your schedule. Hi, Heather, how are you? We've got Janet here as well as Aldith. We've got Sabia. I've just got to pronounce your name correctly. So let me know which way we pronounce it correctly. Heather's one of our VIPs. Patricia, yeah, it's a bit cool in our part of the world. So I'll tag you to help you. Okay, good, Janet. Hi, Mike, how are you? Bridget, okay, so we're going to get into some of these qualities. A self-starter, okay, someone just like you. You want to find somebody just like me to recruit, okay? I'll take that as a compliment, Judy and Bob. Hope you're doing well. Coachable, ability to be a leader, willing to achieve self-growth, okay, great qualities. Entrepreneurial, determined, energetic, disciplined, never say die attitude, cool. Go-getter, has incentive and heart. Cool, love that. Work ethic, coachable, health conscious, okay. Independent, secure, positioned to make decisions financially. All right, love that. My ideal person will have courage, commitment, leadership, and authenticity. Awesome. Health conscious, integrity, helpful, heart for others, desire to succeed and grow. Is this all resonating with you guys, all these characteristics? Would you agree that this is the kind of person that you're looking for? Coachable, authentic, driven, helpful. Lively, positive, team player is a good one. Respectful is a great one. Respectful and integrity I'd put together as well. Interested in learning, absolutely. Over 35 female. Oh, so you've gone quite specific there, Marcella. Someone just like me. Personable, keen to learn, energetic, enthusiastic, outgoing, just to name a few. Go-getter, great work ethic, energetic, kind, genuine, cares about and wants to help others. Hey, Edith, how are you? Integrity, interested in learning and succeeding. Yep, love all of this. I would have a big problem staying up all night. I'd be a mess. The way that I see it is it's short term in the scheme of things. In the moment, it is difficult, but I've got the kind of I guess work ethic that if I believe it's something that's really going to help me in my business, then I will make the short-term sacrifice, because it's only 3 nights in the scheme of my whole life. I mean, I've done it a lot, but that's because I'm in Australia and it really shits me. I'll just be totally honest here. I was the only one that was sort of in that kind of time zone. There was somebody there from the UK, so going late into the night, but not early hours of the morning like myself. And there's people that are attending this training that are in the time zone. So it's during the day, it starts in the morning, finishes sort of late in the afternoon, like it's in their time zone. And there were still people that were coming in and out of showing up. Something else came up. And this is the interesting thing with virtual training. It's amazing to have virtual training, but people don't treat it the same way as if it was in person. I know of people that were a bit lackadaisical. Do you get what I mean by that? It's a bit of an Australian term, lackadaisical, about being there. It's because they've got the privilege of having it done virtually. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Whereas if they'd travelled to the workshop, there are no excuses. They would have been locked behind closed doors for 3 days. They wouldn't have distractions. They wouldn't make excuses. You would just be there. And it really shits me being in Australia, staying up all hours of the night. Like, there's no excuses. You just show up. You commit to it and you show up. And yet there's people in that time zone that still don't show up. So I guess that's just a difference in personality, difference in attitude to learning. I just see it as it's hard on the body. Yes, it's not a very nice physical feeling when you're eating at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're not exercising, because that just keeps me going. It lifts my vibe and my energy when I exercise, and that just all goes to like it's just it doesn't feel that good, but you bounce back pretty quickly. It's not that bad. Yeah, I have a huge respect for people that do shift work. You would know about that, Heather. Huge respect. Very hard on the body. Tough nights with no coffee. So, yeah, I mean, whether that's what made it harder to get through, I'm not quite sure. But I've been off coffee for a few weeks, so I didn't want to use that as an excuse to start. Thank you, Heather. I had to stop doing night shifts as I was getting sick and started to lose my hair too. Yeah, it's grueling on the body. So thanks for all your input there, guys. So there's like hardworking, work ethic, dedicated, wanting to learn, no excuses type person. Like, the ideal person that you want to recruit that just looks after themselves to some degree. They're independent and all those kind of things. So what's the reason that I'm going through all of this? The reason I'm going through this, because we had a big discussion about this on the weekend and who we associate ourselves with, who we give our time and energy to. Because let's face it, guys, who you recruit, you have to look after and have a relationship with them. And you can end up giving a lot of yourself and energy to people that are just never going to cut it. So how do you sort of define that person? So a couple of things here I really want you to recognize for yourself. All those traits that we listed, all of the ones that we listed, if you looked hard in the mirror, do you have all of those traits yourself? Are you talking exactly about yourself? Are you a no excuses person? Are you motivated? You have a massive work ethic. You never get distracted. You're not overwhelmed. You're not are you that person that you just described? For most of you, probably not. You know the ideal person that you want to recruit, but whether you're that ideal person yourself, probably not. There's probably things you should be doing that you would want somebody that you recruit to do, but you're not doing them yourself. So be honest with yourself. Are you that person that you would love to recruit yourself? So here's where we start with this. Like, have a good look in the mirror and be the person. Like, how do you recruit the perfect person? One, be that person yourself. And that should give you an indication of what you need to go and work on yourself. If you're not that person, that ideal person that you want to recruit, then you need to go and work on some stuff yourself. The other thing is raise your standards in who you recruit. What happens in this industry is that we just want customers. We just want, particularly those of you that are growing a team, we just want to grow. We want it to happen sooner rather than later. We're desperate for people to come and join us in our team so we can grow. You can get the residual income that you're looking for, so you're not too fussy. I would encourage you to concentrate on two things regarding this conversation. One is working towards being that person that you expect that you would love to recruit. So you will start attracting those people when you're that kind of person yourself. And two, raise your standards and ask a lot more questions when you recruit somebody. So are you actually attracting the right kind of person? Don't go for the lowest hanging fruit. It'll cause you grief, time, and energy in your business that may not work out too well. Trust me, I've been there. So when somebody shows an interest in your business, or you're having that conversation, or you've done some networking and it leads to a conversation, there may be some people in your business that may have been better off as a customer than a team member. Like, just think about these things, guys, because we end up recruiting a lot of people that maybe shouldn't actually be in your team because they don't possess the qualities that's going to make it in this industry. To make it in this industry, you do need certain qualities, because most people don't do the work they know they need to do. So where do you sit with that? Have you got things to work on? When you really think of that ideal person to recruit, are you that person yourself? And people so underestimate this. It's like the boot camp that I did last month regarding fighting the fear and your beliefs and things like that. If you're not constantly working on your personal development and becoming that person yourself that you ideally would recruit, you want to recruit yourself, and you possess all those qualities, then that's where you need to start, along with prospecting and networking or Facebook ads or whatever it is to that you're doing to build your business. But you don't need to recruit just anybody that comes along. Don't recruit the lowest hanging fruit that's just going to cause you a lot of grief in your time and energy, because they're just never going to do the work, because they're not the caliber of person that you need to work this industry. I know you guys know all this. When we were going through this on the weekend, it's not new. We know all this, but every now and again, we need to be reminded of it, to give yourself permission to raise your standards on who you choose to work with and who you don't, and whether your expectations of who you can recruit into your business, whether you're that person yourself or not. And if you're not, then that's a very good indication of what you need to go and work on, because you can't expect to attract amazing people to you if you're not amazing yourself. Make sense? Okay, Gloria. Oh, now you just identified my life. Women around me don't take situations seriously because they have others to do it for them. No lackadaisical mentality here. I'm glad you picked up on my word, Gloria. Thanks for your input there. Yes, interest in growth of self. Absolutely. It's like jet lag, I would think, for you as well. At least if you're in Bali, it would be a cool reward. Yeah, cool. I am grateful, though. The way I look at it is that I'm not traveling back from America at the moment. Like, the travel, as well as attending an overnight, it's not overnight when I get there. It's actually easier in some respects to travel to the US, adjust myself and attend the training in daytime than it is going through the night. But I'm very, very grateful that the training is made available to us virtually and that I'm still at home. So there's good and bad with it all. Full disclosure, there are definitely things I need to work on, and I keep trying to do that, apply what I'm learning, absolutely. I was trained to sponsor sideways or better. So more strong women who have their own finances. And, that's a good thing to strive for. Sometimes we try to go for the lowest hanging fruit. And what I mean by that is people that have less qualities than you, no money, they're desperate. And there's nothing wrong with that to the right person. There are amazing people in this industry that have been that desperate that they've been like, this has to work. And their work ethic is amazing because there's no alternative. They just have to make this work. And some of the most successful people in this industry are those that have been, you know, rock bottom, and this is their way out, and they have a true vision for that, and they grow into that person they need to be. So it's not necessarily wrong. But somebody with absolutely no money, and your company might have expenses. If it's a Facebook advertising driven business, then they would need to have money for that. If you've got an auto ship, like they need to buy products, they need money for that. So you need to take that into consideration. Like, recruit up, not down. And remember that when you're recruiting people into your business. The grow is at the end of the branch. Ask questions first. Yes. Yes, reminders are good. We sometimes so want to help someone who needs what we have, and we spend so much time on them because it's what we want it for them more than they want it. Excellent point, Judy and Bob. Sometimes we care so much about people and we want it for them, but if they don't have those characters or willing to grow into, they don't necessarily need to possess them up front, but they're willing to become that kind of person, as is you, then it's going to be like, you know, banging your head against a brick wall if you want it more than they want it. Very true. Yeah. Judy and Bob, so true. Yeah. So you guys agree with that. So my message today, I know you guys already know this. This is not new. If you are working in this industry, this home-based business industry, when you are requiring to recruit people to work with you, become the person that you ideally want to recruit. And I have no doubt, as myself, we've all got work to do in that area. So don't expect to bring rock stars into your business if you're not a rock star yourself. Like, have some honesty there in looking in the mirror and go, I don't have a good work ethic. I'm lazy. I'm avoiding. I'm procrastinating. I'm not doing the things I know I need to do. Like, have a real hard look in the mirror and work on yourself first before you have any kind of expectation of leading anybody into your team. Okay, so look in the mirror and work on that. The second thing is, don't be afraid to ask qualifying questions when you bring somebody into your business. A customer is one thing, but somebody that you're going to bring into your business to be a team member, don't be afraid to ask them questions to qualify them as to whether this is going to be a good thing for you to lead this person or not. What's their motivation? What's their expectation? If they think in this industry they're going to get rich within 6 months, 3 months, you know, that kind of real quick fix, they're going to set themselves up for disappointment, because it takes time, especially on social media, you know, where we want to go outside our warm market, which a lot of you do because you've exhausted your warm market first. They weren't the right people. So now we're looking into the cold market on social media. That may, for some of you, move into Facebook advertising. It may not, but you really have to think and become that person that people look up to, that you're going to attract the right people to you. This is Attraction Marketing 101. This is what you do on social media, on your personal profile. You may have a group, you may have a business page, you may be advertising, you know, wherever you're hanging out on social media, you need to portray that person that you are absolutely 100% looking to recruit. So become the best version of you. My favorite is to grow through what you go through. Well said. Yeah, been there, done that. So Judy and Bob know all about that. We'll leave it here on Susan's comment. We can't want more for someone than they want it for themselves. True personal development moment, Judy and Bob Brown. Yeah. It just, you know, self-responsibility, guys. So that's us in this industry, as well as the people that we bring into the industry, allowing yourself to be choosy with that, so it doesn't cause you more grief. You know, when I started in this industry in my last business, I honestly thought, because I didn't have enough experience yet, I thought it was going to be easy. You just get 3 people. Those 3 people just get 3 people. It's easy. Like, on the surface of it, if 3 people just said yes and another 3 people just said yes and those 3 people just said yes to those 3 people, the way this business model works, it should be easy, but it's not. And the story that I was telling people is, yeah, we've got this, we've got that, and whatever. Like, I was selling the story that it was actually easy. And I believed that it should be easy myself. Wrong story to sell. Because when it's not that easy, guess what? They're gone. But I set that expectation up because I was very naive. Did I get a lot of people into my business? Yeah. Because I was successful in business and people knew that. And it's like, well, if Helen's doing it and she's saying, because I'm trustworthy, I'm saying it's not that difficult, then I'm in. So when I finally worked out what I was doing, I didn't in the beginning. I had no idea what to say, how to talk to people, how to handle objections. I was crap in the beginning, I will admit that. But when I worked out what I was doing, then I got a lot of people into my business. But did they stay? No, because they weren't the right caliber of people that suited to this industry. Did that cause me a lot of grief? Yes, I spent hours and hours and hours and hours with people that on the surface of it, they're like, yep. You walk out that door from that meeting, back then it was all in person, and they still didn't do anything. Like, you know those people, guys? Do you hear me? Do you know what I'm talking about? So allow yourself to be, and I know it's difficult when you're growing, you just want somebody in to help you grow your business, but it'll end up causing you more grief in the long run anyway if they're not the right caliber of person. So don't be afraid to be a little bit choosy, but be the role model for who you want to attract. Likes attracts like, don't they? Like, you're with your partner because you have common interests. You find friends because you have common interests. We're here as a community because we have a common interest. How you show up is what you'll attract. So if you're expecting to attract good people into your business, be an amazing, fantastic role model for that yourself, because then that's who you'll attract. Okay? Let's leave it there. Heather, last comment of the day, just jumped on, very inspiring, can't wait to watch the replay. No worries, Heather, just go back and watch the replay. So thanks for joining me today. Tomorrow, back normal time. I haven't got the webinar until the end of the week. But for those of you in the 17th round of my branding course, I'll be with you guys on Zoom in 30 minutes. For the rest of you, I hope to see you tomorrow at the same time for something. We'll see what that is. Have a great rest of the day, guys. Bye.